Hi everyone, welcome back to Read Along with me. Today we're going to be reading Up the Tracks to Grandma's by Judith Hendershot and illustrated by Thomas B. Allen. When I go to Grandma's, I walk the railroad tracks from town, tie by tie. My grandma lives by herself in the deep hollow we call Echo Stretch. I know she is waiting for me on the front porch swing. When I see her, I run the rest of the way. She draws me close, and I smell all the good things cooking in her kitchen. Grandma pours me a tall glass of lemonade. First, she says, let's catch ourselves a nice fat hen. The soup pot on Grandma's stove is never empty. Together, we chase a plump stewer around the chicken coop. The chickens scurry all over the place, and the air fills with feathers. Grandma spies a black snake coiled on a nest. It has a lump in the middle. Shoo, she hollers. She chases the egg thief away. Grandma marches off to the chopping block. I plug my ears and squeeze my eyes shut. Then we pluck the hen clean. While it simmers in the pot, we head for the garden. We hoe around the tomatoes and pull weeds in the carrot patch. We pitch feed to the chickens. Grandma hands me a pitchfork, and we toss hay into a stack. It sticks in our eyebrows and tickles our noses. You look like a scarecrow, I tease Grandma. You're pretty funny, too, she says, laughing. We pick purple asters as big as saucers for the kitchen table, and Grandma gathers an apron full of daisies. Then we rock back and forth on the front porch swing, and we weave the daisies into wreaths. The stems in mine stick out every which way. I'll show you how we did it in the old country, Grandma says. When we finish, mine looks almost like hers. My grandpa built the house in Echo Stretch when he and Grandma first came to America from Austria. There was coal in the hollow's thick green hills, and Grandpa became a miner. Grandma has a coal mine in her backyard, and when the bin in her cellar is empty, she pulls on Grandpa's old overalls and boots and puts on his black miner's hat. Wait right here, she tells me at the entrance. Then she disappears with her wheelbarrow down the dark, musty tunnel. She stays inside for a long time. Can you hear me? I call into the darkness. Yoo-hoo! Her voice echoes over and over from deep inside. Grandma steps out of the mine, her rosy cheeks smudged with coal dust and her wheelbarrow heaped with glistening chunks of coal. Now you can help, she says. The coal rumbles like thunder when we roll it down the chute into the cellar. After lunch, we wait for the coal train to bring the mail. Grandma depends on me to read her letters to her. When she came to America, she learned to read printing, but she still can't read writing. One day, the engineer brings Grandma a letter from Aunt Katie. Dear Ma, I read. Well, I've gone and done it now. I fell and broke my leg. I'll have to be on crutches right through canning season. Oh, poor Katie, Grandma says. She is going to need some help. When I get to Grandma's the next day and see the feed sacks that are stacked up to my knees, I know Grandma has decided to go to Aunt Katie's. We clean out the icebox and cover the parlor furniture with sheets. I fold Grandma's aprons neatly and lay them in her suitcase. Grandma puts on her best polka dot dress and colored beads to match. She sets a blue flowered hat on her head, and she makes it stay in place with a long, sharp pin. Together, we walk the railroad tracks to town. Take care of the chickens, she says. When will you come back, I ask. She pulls me into her polka dots. I wave until the train and Grandma disappear down the tracks toward Aunt Katie's. Every day I walk up the tracks to Grandma's. I put on her apron and I feed the chickens. I gather the eggs and I peek around the nests and watch for that black snake. I pick bugs off the tomato plants and weed the carrot patch. Sometimes I go to the mine entrance and stick my head inside, but I don't hear a sound. The kitchen is quiet, and I sniff the air for the smell of chicken soup. I pick an apron full of flowers for the table. Then I sit on the front porch swing and wait for the afternoon train. The day seems long and empty. There is more than the smell of chicken soup missing. When the chicken feed is almost gone, Grandma comes home. She comes with the afternoon mail. When she steps down from the train, I see her dress is wrinkled and her hat is lopsided, but she looks fine to me. She takes off her hat and puts on an apron. Then we go straight to the chicken coop. On the way, Grandma checks her garden. "Here's a fine-looking tomato patch," she tells me. While the soup simmers, Grandma says, "Aunt Katie is walking without crutches again." Tiny noodles fly off the blade of Grandma's butcher knife. We eat our soup from the floured bowls. Afterward, we sit on the front porch, swing and listen to the hollow's night sounds. Grandma sings a song she learned when she first came to America. "Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due." The night sounds fade. I no longer hear the whistle on the train. All I hear is Grandma. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story. Let me know what other books you'd like me to read. I got a suggestion to read some chapter books, so if that's something you'd enjoy, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Thanks. See you next time.